Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, bringing you that spice to sci-fi and pop culture analysis, and of course, keeping it real when it comes to theme parks. And no, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. I love that intro for my lunch table show because the after school special show is the show where if folks can't get together for lunch, you know what? We meet them after school, and I am extremely excited about the guest that we have tonight. When I found out that he was like in the nerd sphere, that just like blew my mind, and I was so freaking happy about that. Before I bring him on, I'm gonna bring on my co-host, Fat Dracula.
Quarter Fat Steven.
Quarter Fat Steven. Oh, okay.
Quarter Fat Steven.
So you're only quarter fat now. You're down to quarter Crisco.
I don't know. I spent 45 minutes just trying to edit this just right, and I was like,
well, it looks amazing, especially in contrast to the thumbnail in the background, which CJ hooked up.
Yeah, you got the high blow to stick it in the back, though. Yes, but welcome to my channel, Reina Creole. It is Tuesday. We're almost getting halfway through the month of October, closer to Halloween, closer to Christmas, and closer to another case of beer.
Sorry, you're gonna wait that long for case of beer?
No, God no.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm sure not waiting that long to, have rum or anything like that. Start, getting all my Christmas recipes and stuff together to just start baking. Like, oh yeah, I'm really going to torture you the closer we get to Christmas.
Well, we just had Thanksgiving yesterday. We're up here in Canada, which everyone thinks, oh crap, what's wrong with them? And it's like, oh well. I had turkey. I tried to fight my dad for the pumpkin pie. Thank God I put the parking brake on his wheelchair so he couldn't chase me down the hallway.
Oh my goodness gracious.
He's still there.
Oh man. Well, folks, we are not going to let our guests sit in the back for much longer at all. Yeah, I'm waiting for Fat Steven to go full fanboy with
Let me get my Neil Diamond panties.
I'm telling you, the only guest that would probably make him go more fanboyish at this time would probably be if I had Gary Nerdrotic on the show.
Him, I still have yet to talk to, and yeah, that's like Christmas present on my birthday. I don't know how much. I don't know. Hank Crowder too.
That's well, folks, please welcome Quarter Black Garrett to the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh man, I'm excited you're on. Thank you so much. I know I've been meaning to like get you on the show for like the longest time. I think ever since we were on that stream with Justin Proper. So actually I have to thank Justin Proper for introducing. It was a really long time ago. I think back then I don't think I was really streaming that much. I think I had kind of just gotten started and I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do. And now it's like, oh, okay, now I'm streaming for real. I need to get guests and then stuff. So I'm like, who haven't I talked to or met to kind of like get on? And I'm like, oh, shoot. Okay, let me see if Quarter Black Garrett come on the show. So he said, hey, come on. I'm like, oh man, this is so cool. It's like
Stab it.
Oh, you're just too much fun. Cause like, and I'll just tell this story now because I remember watching Friday Night Tights, and they're like, "Yeah, Quarter Black Garrett's coming to us." I'm like, "There's only one Quarter Black Garrett that I know, and he's on Crowder's show. Is that the
one and only? The one and only."
I just look at him as a Chaz survivor. That's about it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Not enough people respect that, man. They see it as like this weird, hilarious. This weird like hippie commune thing. It is not. It is not a hippie commune.
It's AKs and drunks.
It is. It's like something a cross between like a hippie commune and Miami Vice.
Oh yeah, and like RoboCop.
That
like
too.
The Streets of Detroit, RoboCop. A little bit like that.
And a little bit of the Purge thrown in there too.
But you gotta give.
I literally saw a guy like flipping around a pipe, and I was like, maybe we should leave.
But their gardening skills are on point. All that dirt and nothing growing, just like
just planting it right on top of those cardboard boxes.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of good.
Well, Robert, thank you so very much for the $2 super chat, and thank you for being a channel member. He says, "Hi, Lorena and Fats. Of course, that was before we popped Quarterback Garrett on, so I'm pretty sure he means quarterback too. But thank you, Robert, so much for that $2 super chat. I sure do appreciate that. And thank you, CJ, says your hair is looking real cute lately, boss. Well, thank you. Thank you. CJ's the one that I was hustling that photo from you, Quarterback, for the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah, nice. You did a good job. Great job.
Yeah, he really hooked it up back there. And there's Arwen Avalon, my other Southern Belle, waves herself in fangirl fashion. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, folks, there are 30 of you in here. Let me see who is in here in the chat. Quarterback Garrett from Friday Night Tights and Louder with Crowder is our guest.
And the Judge Dredd helmet video.
Thank you. Yeah, it's back here. It's right
Judge Dredd helmet.
And the Lawbringer. Yes.
Yeah, it is also back there.
I got to see that. I see. But that's your job, man.
No, it's not. You know how hard it is to be a fat guy stalking? You know, like what's that?
Stalking is his job?
Yeah, I'm like that guy.
Like in the low,
I clock in, I stalk, I clock out.
Kind of like the low key way, not the oh my gosh, I keep seeing this person. I need to call the cops.
That's actually not true. I sit on a tree branch, and what I do is I have a nice picnic set, bottle of wine, and I tell the kid to get out the window, and I relive little Mickey.
I mean, that's more of like a stakeout. That's like a stakeout, not a. You're not stalking, you're staking.
Yeah. Hey, Snorter Poopa says hello, humans and other critters, and
bite me,
Tom from Midnight Edge After Dark for a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, and of course, your Friday Night Tights co-host, Quarterback Garrett. I'm a huge fan. I love your movies. Reina, you're such a huge pop superstar. Big fan. Oh, hi, Fat Steven.
Hey, Tom. You hear that?
I thought you were going to say the rest of it.
I can't swear yet. We're not half an hour in. I'll come back to me in 22 minutes.
Cut that. Okay. All right.
If you give me $500.
Thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate that. It's like his mind was going, I'm like, guess who's coming to my show tomorrow? Quarterback Garrett. Cute like the fangirl. Cool. Tom's so cool. Thank you so much for being here, my dear. I so do appreciate that. Let's see. Of course, Quarterback says, holla. Exactly. Holla, because he is here with us. We have Nickel who says, Oh, we hadn't started yet, so maybe it was kind of like where they coming. But thank you so much for being in here. I sure do appreciate that. And we have Awesome One who says, oh, blessed quarter. Is that a nickname?
No, okay. But I will take it.
Okay. I hadn't heard that one before. That was a little different. I heard that one. We have Zachariah 315 who says, howdy, Lorena, Fat Steven, Quarterback Garrett, and chat. Well, hello, Zachariah. So good to see you. And we have Dylan Campbell who's like, woohoo, stream time. Abso-flippin'-lutely. I love being able to go directly from work, which is all the way in my living room, shut my laptop down, and come over here. And some people just don't get it, and they're still sending me stuff after sign off time. I'm like, no, it's in the morning. So
how's the commute?
Oh man, there's always that pile up in the living room.
Laundry,
people and waiting for coffee. That coffee line causes the bottleneck. Because I have like the living room / dining room. People loitering in the living room while they're waiting for the coffee.
Why do I picture you riding a Roomba from one room to another?
Just like
I'm waiting for the next bus.
I would do that, but that's probably Professor X's job. My cat, I'm talking to you. The one where I bought him this nice little fancy luxury like cat bed. No, he don't want to sit on that.
I thought you were going to say his cat bed moves like a Roomba. I was going to say, what are they making these days for cats?
He wishes.
But that'd be genius.
That'd be it just moves around. Like that's the perfect cat toy because they don't want to move, right? But they want to move. They want to get places. So they can just sleep and move at the same time.
Knowing mine, he would use it to like roll around a neighborhood dealing cat weed. He's a catnip addict.
Those darn cats.
No, I had 2 cats. One didn't like catnip. She could care less. This one, if he even hints a smell of catnip, he just loses his freaking mind.
I feel like all the cats I grew up with never cared. Like we'd be like, oh, we got the cat weed, and they'd be like, I don't care.
Mine, he'd be like, oh, you got cat weed? Really? You got cat weed? He just freaked. Yeah, just everything.
Why is Tom quoting No Doubt?
Oh, we were talking about No Doubt last night.
All right, I was trying to figure that he's a hollaback girl. I didn't want to picture him on the cheerleaders doing that routine. It just won't work for him.
Yeah, that's his thing. And
that's not even No Doubt. That's just Gwen Stefani by herself.
Well, I know. I like No Doubt better.
Not even that good.
Let's see. There's a. Is that a member message?
Yes, that's why it says 1 month on the side.
Okay, yeah. For some reason, it didn't show up in StreamYards.
It doesn't.
StreamYards update your code. You know you can do it. You know you can update your code. So Christina Killer Carr, thank you so very much. You've been a member for 2 months of the Suave Society. Thank you. She says, "Hey, lady, how's it going? It's going great since I'm here with y'all. Let me tell you." All I do is think all day at work because I'm an engineer, and if there's something interesting about being in a meeting full of engineers who don't really want to talk to each other, you know, that whole social thing, I'm like, okay, school, good. They're like,
just trying to engineer over here.
Unless I tell them their code sucks, then they really have something to say. Oh, now you can talk. Okay.
So what kind of engineer? Do you mind?
Oh no. I'm in software engineering. So I used to program. Then I had too much social skills for that, so they pushed me into quality assurance.
Like, look, you need to go somewhere where
I could
you
like
talk to some
people. So I dropped in business meetings, so they pushed me up further than that. And they're like, no, we don't want to pay you more money to code. We want to pay you more money to go talk to business because we don't want to talk to them, and they don't believe you're engineering when we send you. So yeah,
I have people skills.
Yes, I
have
do.
People skills.
I do. So now I'm like a Scrum Master. Pretty much. Okay. So I'm just running stuff, and now I know why Darth Vader wanted to force choke people. So I literally have Vader as my avatar. Microsoft Teams is great.
Can you imagine that being the guy who has to do the firmware update for his suit, and all of a sudden half his arms don't work no more?
You got to troubleshoot it.
Yeah, troubleshoot that. Have you tried turning Vader off and on again?
Let's see. Hang on. I'm trying it. Wow. There's so many of you in, 40 of you in here. Thank you so very much. Our chat here is like literally on fire. And somebody had a Texas question. Let's see. Jeff Rains, Texas peeps. What cities are best to move to and what places should one avoid?
Austin.
California.
Don't move to Austin. I've spent a lot of my teenage years in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex area, so like North Texas area, like Plano, McKinney, those kind of areas. They're super safe, and actually I think McKinney was on like the best cities to live in the United States. It was like #1 for several years in a row. So if you're looking for that kind of like suburban type area, but it's not too far away from the city and it's not too far out, you can find a good spot right there. But that's what that's my like knowledge.
Yeah.
I've been kind of lived everywhere though.
How's Natchitoches?
Out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
So
I just asked because I have some distant relatives who live out there. I can never pronounce the name. I'm like, what? It does not. You don't say it the way it's spelled.
Natchitoches.
Yeah, I think it's like Natchitoches. I can never say it. It's
not gonna work here anymore. I can't spell it. I can't.
Oh, let's see. We have Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington from over in the UK. So hello to you. Glad you are here with us. Thank you so very, very much. And let's see, we have Keely Chow. And every time I see Keely Chow, I have to say Roll Tide, because Keely Chow is one of those University of Alabama fans. And while I'm go Gators, you know, you got that rivalry going on. It's okay.
I don't know sports, man. We talked about sports all day yesterday, and it was like NFL this, NFL that, NBA this, and I was like,
oh no, this is college.
I don't know that either.
Yeah,
I'm the same way. They start talking sports, and it's like, why are they all speaking French? I don't know what's going on here. That's Nintendo 64.
I hear it's more fun.
I'm over there.
That's kind of like when people talk to me about soccer.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I've seen it. I wasn't impressed, but I have seen it. I've seen it. I was over in the UK watching the game like, okay. Oh. Well, thank you, Black Superwoman. Your hair is beating humidity. Must have superpowers. Yes, yes. I have superpowers. I'm going with that. Yes, thank you. Yes. Thank you. We have Dennis Kachakis who says, hi, all. Well, hello to you. Hello to you. Snorter Poopa says, it took me forever to realize that quarter black Garrett wasn't 1/4 of a black painted attic. I'm such a dumb bear.
I get it. I get it. It's a good job. I like that.
Snorter Poopa is a hoot.
It's more of like a storage space. It's not, you know.
I did have one question though. It's kind of a three-parter actually. A, favorite N64 game, and how the hell did you team up and meet both Nerd and Crowder? Like, how did that trifecta of like quarter blacking yourself in half to both of these people, yet staying the same, Garrett?
What was it? Oh, wait, hold on. What was the first question here?
First, favorite N64
favorite instance. Okay, that's pretty hard, but I will have to say Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, with the bird on the
maybe. Back. Oh, of course. I would say that, or I mean GoldenEye. That's always just like a tops.
It is.
Or Mario 64. I think those are the ones that are like the most ingrained in my brain from whenever I was a kid and we played like nonstop all the time. And then question number 2. I will answer that question number 2. So I was a fan of Steven and I watched the show all the time. And then I'm like before daily. So they were just doing like the once a week live stream where it was like 3 or 4 hours long. I was a fan of that and then watched them go daily. And then on one of the episodes during the week, one that was like behind the paywall, my dad happened to have a subscription to CRTV because that was the company that he was contracted with at the time.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And they were doing this thing called the Golden Ticket. Basically, it was like a hiring, but it was like open hiring for fans. So if there was a fan in the audience that had a good resume and they could do stuff that they needed, then you could send in your resume and they would take a look at you. Well, I sent mine in. I just was like, at the time I was looking for a job and I was at a call center and God, if you ever worked at a call center.
Yes, I have in high school, man. Yeah. I wanted
the worst job humanity. I think I've ever had. I liked all the people. It's
worse than working at the mall.
It's so bad. It's so bad because all they're doing is bringing their problems to you, you know. So it's just problem after problem after problem, and a lot of the times it's like the same problem. So after a while, you start getting like, okay, like this is like the most simplest thing, but you know, I'm sorry for those people, but it pisses me off. Anyways, so I hated my life, and I was like, this sucks so much. So maybe I'll just send out my resume, you know, on a whim. Like I'll probably not ever get it, but whatever. And then I got a call from their producer at the time. And he was like, hey, I saw you lived in a certain area.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, well, we were looking over your resume. We like all the stuff you had there. And we saw where you lived. And it happens to be kind of close. So why don't you come in and do like a week or 2 weeks of internship? And I was like, yes. You know? And then so I went there and it was, you know, I had full-time job. And then I also did this. So I took off a week. I used I had a whole week of PTO and I took it all off for this one, you know, internship thing that could not happen. But I thought, you know, let's just pull the trigger. Let's do it. So I worked there for about a week and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. And then they were like, all right, well, we'll call you if we, you know, decide whatever. I was like, cool. And I never got a call. And I was like, sucks, you know. I guess I'm just gonna keep working at this freaking call center. Sucks. But then about like in November, because I did this in like July, and about in November, Jared, not Gay Jared, the producer at the time.
Oh, I remember Gay Jared.
Not Gay Jared. He called me and was like, hey, we're working on this. We're working on some stuff. We had somebody that was working here. They left, and we kind of need some help. You want to come in? And I was like, hell yeah. So I came in, and at this point I was doing full-time jobs, so like 42 hours a week. Damn. Plus this job, which was like almost about the same. So I was working from 8 in the morning till 3, drove over to my other job at 4 till 1 1 in the morning. So 8 to 1 every day, every single day. I didn't have a day off for like 2 months. And then finally they were like, all right, I think we're able to like hire you on full time. And I was like, thank God. So that's how I got there. And then, the rest is history.
Yep.
I helped him out with all of the sketches and stuff and behind. And then whenever Jared left, I then took over his position doing all the switching. And that's why I'm on the show now. And somehow I think, I don't know, just because like I had some notoriety and people kind of knew, some people knew. I mean, I'm not like a huge star or anything, but some people know who I am. I was watching Game of Thrones and the whole Game of Thrones ending to that show.
Oh God, man!
I don't even want to get started on that shit.
I never watched that.
You're
season.
lucky.
I never watched it.
I should have heeded the warnings. People were like, "Don't watch season 8." I didn't even watch the show when I was hearing about season 8. I'm like, it can't be that.
You
bad,
watched the show after?
I did because I didn't watch Game of Thrones because I was watching Vikings instead, and then. People said how bad Game of Thrones was season 8. I'm like, okay, I need to see how it started, where all the hype was, to where the wheels started falling off the bus and the bus caught on fire and then went off a cliff and blew up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you got how does this freaking happen?
I was in denial. I was like, okay, episode 1, okay, it's like it's getting we don't have a lot of episodes left because the last season was like 6 episodes or whatever it was. Like it was super short, and they were usually 10. So like the first one, I'm like, okay, we're just setting up. Second episode, it was still kind of like not really anything is happening. So it's like, okay. And then the third one happened, and I think that was the Battle of Winterfell or whatever, and that was bad. And at that point, I was like, okay, it can't all be bad. Like surely it'll pick up. And my favorite character was Jaime Lannister, and then whenever he turned his tail back and went back to Cersei and they died under the castle, I just flipped my shit and I was like so mad. I was watching there with like my whole family would get together every Sunday and we'd watch it. So like we were all there and I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm fucking done
it's like that's how Cersei. That's how she went out.
That pissed me off. And I was like, Go ahead.
I was going to say, you sound exactly the way I do when I hit episode, I think it was 5 or 6 of WandaVision. I was like, I'm out. Bye, Disney. I'm gone.
I think I dropped out at like episode 4 of
I went in deep on that stuff.
And then I haven't watched anything since any Disney shows.
You're not missing anything at all. I mean, I finished WandaVision because I had to, because that was just a train wreck, and that was just freaking awful. I think I watched 2 episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier before I said, screw this, dropped out. Watched 1 episode of Loki. I said, no, I'm not continuing to watch this. So Hawkeye, I'm probably going to watch the first one because I'm just interested to see how this is going to
every time they have the trailer and it looks interesting, I'm like, oh, I kind of, and then I go, wait, no.
No.
Not gonna get
it. If He-Man taught us anything, always go in with no expectations.
Don't expect anything good.
Like a blind date.
So I want to wrap it up so I don't leave it on a cliffhanger. How I met Gary. So I was
Mary.
Hey, what's up, Mary?
My
what's going on?
My girl.
Game of Thrones. Anyway, so Game of Thrones, right? It was crashing and burning, and I was hating it. And I was like, I need to find somebody else that is feeling the same way I am, because I was super deep into the show. I read all the books. I watched all the lore videos.
Right.
I knew all the different like little theories and all the shit that's going back. So I was like super into it, and I was watching shows, the after party shows and whatnot on YouTube. And this time, it was the worst thing I've ever seen. So I was like, I need to find somebody that also doesn't like the show and like feels the way I feel. And Doomcock and Gary were streaming at the time, and it was like a huge stream. There was like, I forgot how many were in that stream. It was like 1,400 people or something. Wow. Or 14,000. 14, not 1,400, 14,000. Something like that. And I was like, I like these guys. I like what they're saying. And I was, then I started watching all Gary's videos and then his streams and whatnot. And then I would just be in the chat, like chatting with everybody else. Yeah. And then at some point he just pointed me out and was like, oh, hey, Quarter Black Garrett from Louder with Crowder, because I guess he watched the show every once in a while. And then I think the whole Adpocalypse thing happened, and then Gary did a video about that.
Oh, yeah.
Kraken, I don't think he plays that.
That was just totally freaking messed
up. So
up.
somehow, you know, he was kind of watching he watched the show every once in a while, so he was aware of me, and then I was in the chat, and he was like, hey, Quarterback Garrett, and then I guess Jeremy also, I went on Jeremy's channel, or I went on Geeks and Gamers, not Jeremy's channel, but Geeks and Gamers, and then Gary was on there too, and then we talked, and it just kind of like, you know, blossomed from there, I guess. Now we're friends like 2-3 years later.
That just freaking blew my mind when you went FNT. I'm like,
yeah. I was like, wow. Oh my god, because I'll say one thing, like all you guys I started watching almost pretty much at the same time.
Yeah.
Every one of you has like the same type of humor, but a different type of delivery. It was just like you're saying, 14,000 people all disappointed with Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, thank God I didn't watch this season.
What made me mad too is before the final season came out, Steven was talking crap about Game of Thrones, and I was like, no, Game of Thrones is awesome. Game of Thrones is really great. I like all the lore and it's really great. So I was talking it up.
Yeah.
And then the season came out, and I was like, dang it, he's right. It sucks. The whole thing sucks. So yeah, it made me mad too. I was like, you disappointed me, Game of Thrones. Let me down, made me look dumb.
It went to crap, and you know what? For some reason, dang it, because I'm House Targaryen, I actually I'm gonna watch House of the Dragon because I have to see just what it's gonna be like, and if I get a hint of just a whiff of season 8, because I'm still freaking pissed what happened to. Who happened to, you know, Daenerys Targaryen.
They offended me with that trailer. I was like, you think I will watch your show after what you did to me? After what you did to me? No way.
See, the way
I will wait.
You guys I'm an honest fangirl, ho. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check out your first episode and see what's going on. 1 minute before I let you continue, Fat Steven. Mexican Iron Man for $10. Thank you so very much, gracias, and thank you for being a channel member. Gracias. And I do hope that you were wearing a helmet and those Tony Stark sunglasses that I like. He says, hi, Steven. Hi, Reina. And it is great to see the awesome Mr. Quarter Black. Since I watch him and the show all the time, I'm a proud Mug Club member. P.S. Reina, your hair looks fantastic. Giggity. Oh, well, thank you so much, my dear. I'm so glad you like that. Let's talk about his hair, too.
Yeah, what about my hair? I've been here long enough.
It's nice and pulled back, you know,
it's very Russian. It's very Russian.
Well, there are like 70 of you folks in here watching. Quarter Black Garrett is our guest. So thank you so much. Please do hit that like button and please do share the stream. Now there is a question for Quarter Black, which I freaking love it because this is one of my favorite genres. And holy crap, I just love it when StreamYards jumps on me,
don't you?
Like this. I think the question was, what is your favorite horror movie? If I got that wrong, Dylan Campbell, I'm sorry. I'm paraphrasing because there's so many people in here that the stream just went.
Probably Black Widow.
That was a horror film, as in the sense like I was horrified at how shitty it was. I would have to say Evil Dead 2.
Yes.
It's hard to pick one because I love all three of them pretty much equally. And I once did a double triple feature where I watched all three and then I watched all three back to back. I love those films. Sam Raimi is fucking a god of a director. He's so good. Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell. I told him, I said, I did not watch you in Xena, but I watched every single Evil Dead freaking movie.
Now, what do you think of the remake, though?
I didn't hate it. I know it wasn't, it's not Evil Dead, like in any capacity, really. It's mainly just the base story beats. Yeah. But for what it was, I liked it. I thought it did pretty good. Like it had good like special effects, their practical effects and whatnot. So I liked it for that.
Didn't have the humor though.
Yeah, it had none of the humor.
I'm
it was
saying
all
dead by dawn, dead by dawn, dead by dawn.
Yeah. Yeah. So I love Evil Dead.
Oh, Evil Dead is one of those movies where it was just insane. And I love Sam Raimi as the director. It's just off the wall. It's just when you think it can't get any crazier, something else just like happened. So I would just sit and just watch that because it was just absolutely freaking insane.
And a chainsaw hand, man, it's badass.
Yes, a
like,
come on, hand. You know, if anything, you know, if there's a book, you don't open it. You certainly don't recite it if it's in like some old Latin that you don't know. No. You don't.
Looks like it's written in blood. You don't do that.
You don't do that. You don't do that. Mr. Tickle Trunks, thank you for the $2 Canadian
I'll be right back. I got
chat.
something. Hold on.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, nice.
$2 super chat. Shiba Inu dog farting hearts. Thank you so very much. I love that. And somebody asked if Jason Momoa was in Game of Thrones. Yes, he was.
All of his abs.
Yes, he was. And a lot more than that, but we won't get in that.
Shop smart. Shop S smart.
Damn it. I've got a Necronomicon around here. I can't find it.
Oh. Yes, Dylan Campbell, the trailer for the Scream movie dropped today. And if I get my crap together, I'm actually going to do a reaction to the trailer. I might get copyright claim, but at this point, I don't freaking care because I really can't see me trying to break down a horror movie trailer. No, I need
you can dispute it. You'll probably get it. I actually surprisingly got one of my reaction videos back. I think the Matrix one or something like that. Mm-hmm. I got it back like the next day. So they're usually on top of it if it's a reaction and you're doing something, transformative.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, but I can't wait. The trailer for that dropped. I just like lost my freaking mind. I can't. I saw Courtney Cox. Hey, that's
they're all back, man.
They're all back. She was my favorite character because she was just nuts.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Because if it's the original was like based off of the 80s slasher films and stuff like that, like what are they gonna do now? I mean,
I don't
like
know.
The Conjuring and paranormal type movies. It's like that's all we really have for horror movies now.
Yeah, so
it'd be cool if they brought it back.
Yeah, because I think from what I saw, this little snip that I saw, so I didn't see the whole thing. So I think some of the technology may shift because it looked like from the opening, because in the opening Scream movie, where Drew Barrymore is, she gets a call on the phone,
right?
And he's talking to her and she's going through that. And instead, this girl has the phone and she's, answering the messages, just like, you're doing, messages on your phone, iPhone messages. And she's talking to her friend, blah, 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 about all this stuff. And then a message comes up that says, I'm not so-and-so. Oh. I can see you right in your house. And she's like hitting the thing to like lock the doors. And the remote thing to lock the doors of the house. And she's locking the doors, but then the doors start unlocking.
That could be interesting if they do stuff like that.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if they're smart enough.
I'm just so worried about anything. I'm cautious about anything that comes out these days.
I am worried
because they rehash so much stuff. Like Cobra Kai did it the best freaking way. That subverted my expectations completely.
Invincible was good too, but the other thing is, I take it you're a game player. You're more focused on retro or anything that just catches your eye.
Kind of anything, really. I mean, I'm playing a lot of
War. Have you played Warzone? And did you know Judge Dredd is in Warzone
right now?
As a skin, you can actually use.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
Let's see. Yes,
we gotta get out of here. I
didn't know that.
I knew it was coming, but then I forgot. Now you just reminded me. Oh my god! Damn. Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yes, Keely Chow, I do. You want to know how bad I sent for Jason Momoa? Okay, I have not.
I got lipstick all over this plastic.
But I have 2 signed autographs from Jason Momoa. I met him in person. Yes, I did. I'm as bad as Anna is for Henry Cavill. Yeah. The zombie genre is dead. Unfortunately, the superhero genre will be destroyed by wokeness. No. It's funny that you should bring that up. Quarterback. So, what's your opinion about zombie movies? Because the last time I saw anything zombie related was The Walking Dead, and I tapped out of that the first episode where we saw Negan. I was kind of like, okay, I'm done.
I'm so over zombies. I can't even explain how over zombies I am. I watched most of the season with Negan. I watched all that first season with Negan and then half of the next one, and I checked out. And I was like, this is not going anywhere. I'm just bored. It's just the same thing over and over. And I also read the comic books at the same time, like whenever it was coming out. Again, a show where I was like very into it. I was like, I'm reading all of the comics. I read up to date, and that was like 4 years ago. But and then I heard where I don't want to tell anybody spoilers, but it doesn't go anywhere. if you didn't know, the story doesn't go anywhere, and it just kind of ends. So once I heard that, I was like, damn, I'm done with this show. And yeah, just I don't know what it is about zombie movies, but they're just not interesting to me anymore. They're not doing anything new. Like it's just kind of the same crap.
Do you guys think though, if they do go ahead with the Marvel zombies, that will be the funeral for superhero films, at least coming from Disney and Marvel? Because that's what they were hinting at. I guess we heard about later on after the What If,
like a live action version of it.
Supposedly, wasn't that like came right after the whole everyone was liking the Marvel zombie?
I would say it could be interesting, but it's Disney, so it's not going to be rated R. So then no. Because if it was like rated R zombies, it's got to be zombies.
Yeah, you're going to see like blood, guts, dried blood, old guts.
If it's not rated R, I mean, you just can't. You can't PG-13 a zombie movie.
Supposedly, there's the rumor mill's going around. I don't know if it's been like debunked yet, but on September 14th, they were planning either a live action show or movie, maybe in development. And I have a share just to bother.
Okay.
Garrett a little bit.
Hello, Mila. I don't think I've seen you here before, so thank you. Welcome. Train to Busan is good. That popped up in my recommendations today.
I've heard that's good.
I have. So that's on the list. As soon as I finish watching the 4K version of Cesar Romero's Night of the Living Dead.
Nice.
Because that's what I'm
see. The classic ones I still like. I still like the classic ones. It's this new kind of bland zombie genre that is I just don't go into.
I think it kind of died when we had Brad Pitt's World War Z.
I think you're right.
Yeah, somebody else. Yeah, I didn't see World War Z. For me.
Zombie was still good if you have a chance to watch that show. That was the one with the doctor that works in the morgue.
Okay, Zombieland I did like. I did like Zombieland. I didn't see the second one. I saw the first one.
It was bad.
That was really cool. Yep, George Romero.
George Romero.
What's awesome, if you ever have free time and you want to go back and play games, play Black Ops 2. There's an actual zombie map where George A. Romero is the enemy.
I screwed that up. Thank you so much for reminding me. Between Sherman, between Tom. Yeah.
You got Sarah Michelle Gellar, Danny Trejo, and a bunch of other guys playing the voices of the characters you're playing as.
I do like those. I like killing zombies in a video game. That's fun.
That's always fun. That I used when I had the time, because I don't have the time as much as I used to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I said Cesar Romero.
Maybe you want a Caesar. Maybe it's that kind of thing.
No, because he did something else, right?
Pizza.
Well, no, okay.
They got a cheesy crazy bread back.
Yeah, they got the crazy bread.
For some reason, Cesar Romero popped up in, the more like engineer work stuff I do, it's just like so much pop culture gets pushed out the other side of my ear. Well, hello, Marksman of 117B. Says first stream. Love you guys. Well, thank you so much for being here.
I know Marksman.
I do appreciate that. Okay, so from now on, whenever I think Night of the Living Dead, as soon as my brain tries to say Caesar, I'm going to think Sal and no, it's George, actually. Yeah. I will call him George.
I will love him.
I will call him George.
I will call him George.
He will make zombie movie.
Absolutely. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, but some of those older zombie movies, they were written so well that it's like the zombies were kind of like the icing on the cake. There was like the bigger
That's why
story.
I like Zombieland. I think Zombieland is good not because the zombies, but because of the characters and like the comedy in it. Mm-hmm. That's what's good about it. A lot of these new ones, it just seems like they're focusing on the zombies, which ultimately zombies are not. They have no character. They are dead. you know, they don't have any character, and it's not interesting.
We did have Barbara on not too long ago too. Remember
That's
that
right. Caesar Romero was the Joker.
Oh, okay. So I'm getting Batman mixed up. Okay.
I was racking my brain here. I was like, what is Caesar Romero from?
Yeah, because I'm like that name. I watched a lot of Batman in syndication with my grandfather, so I used to watch that like all the time. So, Universal Orlando has a signed belt from oh my gosh,
Adam West.
Adam West, yes, signed by
Adam West winked at me one time. He winked at me. I went to a Comic-Con and I went to go, like, I stood in line and, you know, like the lines you're supposed to like hand them something and have it signed. I didn't do that. I just wanted to shake their hand. I don't know if they probably think that's annoying because they're like, I'm here to get paid, damn it. But I was like, I just want to shake your hand. I don't need any like a signature or anything. So I shook his hand. It was a line. It had Adam West and then Burt Ward right next to him. Damn. So I shook his hand and then I went over and then shook Bert's hand. Well, I fist bumped him because he's very nasty. He's like, I don't want to shake hands, which is probably smart. He's an older guy. He's at a con.
Yeah.
You know the con.
The con crud that you wind up getting. Right. Yeah.
So anyway, I was standing there. I was talking to him, and then the guy right behind me, Adam West, made fun of him for some reason. I can't remember what it was, but he made a joke at his expense. And they looked at me and he just went, and I was like, "All right, I'm done. I can just go home now. I don't." He just winked at me, like Adam West winked at me. I'm done. So
I saw Adam West, I think, at a convention in Jersey. I just happened to go. I'm like, oh my God, I have to like meet Adam West. I think they had Adam West and that guy who played the Beaver, I think, was sitting next to him, but nobody was in line for him. Everybody was in line to meet, Adam West. Oh, yeah. So I met him and I said, it's kind of funny. It's like, I'll sit and I'll watch, the Fairly Odd Parents with my nephews. And
that's right.
How funny is it when a character called Catman shows up, and not only that, but you actually do his voice. Yep. He's like, yeah, I have way too much fun doing that.
He does. He did have a lot of fun. Yeah, when I met him, he was as charming as you would expect Adam West to be, and it was great for him to actually be cool that way and not a jerk.
Yeah,
which happens.
I think that just really adds more to his appeal because he was played such an iconic character that it didn't matter if you were like much older and watched it in the 60s, or if you had like young kids and your kids are wondering why you're laughing your ass off because there's a character called Catman and every trope from the Batman series is in there, and they're wondering like, why are you laughing so much? You
just don't get it.
You just don't get the jokes.
I think he's been in so many different cartoons and shows that it's just reminiscent to always hear his voice. Like Family Guy won't be the same with the mayor. Like no. He was perfect for Crazy. West. He was just perfect. And Simpsons. Like come on, was like the best so good. See. Oh,
it's perfect. Christine the Killer Car for $5. Thank you so much, my dear, and for being a channel member. It says, has anyone seen the movie called Orphan? Saw it the other day. Really good, creepy, scary, not bloody scary. Really?
Yeah, the thriller. More like.
I may have to check that out because I just saw The Conjuring, both of them. The Conjuring
it's not
1
supernatural.
And The Conjuring 2. Okay.
If we're talking about the same one, I'm pretty sure it's a one-word title. Orphan had a really creepy poster of the little girl's face. So a family adopts a little girl, and the little girl ends up not being what they thought she was. And it's a thriller. It's kind of,
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, I remember this one. 2009.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Dragon Master Adam West did pass away.
Yes.
That's why exactly, rest in peace. That's why his signed belt at Universal Orlando has the grand price tag of $7,500.
Worth it.
You guys saw that on my stream when I was there. I was like, is that signed by Adam West? Sure enough, yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
And I bet you somebody freaking bought it too. I'm gonna have to go back and check. Somebody had a question. Oh, but before I do that, Marksman of 117B for $2. Thank you so much for that super chat, my dear. My pizza was late, so face the cat launcher. I'm gonna have to go back and watch those episodes because I like the Fairly Odd Parents. That whoever was writing that show,
that was a good show.
They loved pop culture. They loved that show. The Star Wars one that they did with like Vader.
Yeah.
Like Flipsy.
I just like it when the head fairy came in. It's pure Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it's just Arnold.
Like, you have to listen to me now. You get the tooth. You plant the dream. You do not give in to his will. Take away your power.
It was great. Keely Chow says, what are your thoughts on the Resident Evil remakes? I have never seen Resident Evil. I think I just saw an advertisement for a new movie coming out at the end of this month.
So yeah, I don't know if they're talking about the games because they have been remaking the games as well. But I like the games. The games are really great. But yeah, the show. Whenever I first saw the trailer for the new show that's coming out, I thought it was like a Disney Channel movie or like a YouTube creator movie. You know those like the YouTube Red. Where they take like a YouTuber and they make a scary movie or some crap. That's what it looked like to me. It looked just like one of those quality kind of shows. But then I actually watched the trailer fully. It seems okay. At least it's kind of vaguely, referencing the actual game and not like the Paul W.S. Anderson ones. Those ones are fucking weird. Although I do like Paul W.S. Anderson.
I love the Ring movie. That I hadn't been scared by a movie in a long time, and then
Ring's creepy. That was like a phenomenon when that came out. Man, that was like everybody was talking about 7 days. 7 days.
You get random calls from your friends. You're like, I don't get the joke.
It was everywhere.
If you
that guy's face, he's like, oh
yeah.
I know. Oh man, I was freaked out. I don't think I'd been that freaked out since Nightmare on Elm Street. Actually, the first movie.
If you haven't checked it out, there is one movie. I guess it's borderline sci-fi with a little bit of horror aspect. Is Screamers with Peter Weller, RoboCop?
Yes, I have seen that one.
The robots under the sand on Mars.
That was a Stephen. No, that's not Stephen King. But yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yes, Langoliers.
Yeah,
but I think I know what you're talking about.
If you haven't seen that watch the first one.
It's like The Thing, but in space with aliens.
They made these robots. They made these robots that go understand that are like if you're not wearing the bracelet, they will chop you to big pieces coming out of the dirt and jumping out. But they started evolving and they start looking more like little kids. Can you help me? And they just kill you in your sleep. It's so good.
Let's see. Let me get to a couple of super chats here. First of all, thank you for subscribing, David. Again, I'm sorry if I murdered your name, but thank you so much for subscribing. I see Eagle Fang in the chat who says I'm a new subscriber. So thank you so very much, my dear, for subscribing. I sure do appreciate that.
Eagle Fang.
Very much. Eagle Fang. Eagles don't have fangs. Shut up.
It doesn't matter.
Ethan Hawke does.
I can't wait for Cobra Kai to come. Oh my gosh. December 31st, right? Yep.
So
I cannot.
And we get the Chucky show coming out tomorrow?
That's coming out on the night.
There's a Chucky show? What?
There's a Chucky show.
There is a Chucky. It's on Sci-Fi. I just saw the
Does
trailer
it look good?
this morning.
I don't know.
It's in the trailer is enough to hook you. I will find out when I watch it tonight. It premieres tonight at 10. Yeah, if it doesn't make me want to sleep with the lights on, then it's.
I wish I got scared. I never get scared of like scary movies. I can't really get scared. I like that's why I like Evil Dead. Like it's not really scary. I just like the movie itself and like all the stuff that happens. I never get scared.
It's got to be something. I think if it's blood and gore, for some reason I can fall asleep on that and it doesn't bother me. But if it's something psychological, then that will like have me up with the lights on, like, okay, I'm just falling asleep with the lights on. Muslim uncle for $4.99. Thank you so very much. And please say hello to Sufi Mom for me. He says, greetings to Queen Reina Creole, Prince Garrett of Court Terror Blackness, and Count Fat Stephen of Seagal, fattest of his name.
I love it. He's probably going to sue me after the show. I'm going to get sued by Corvette.
Oh, I love how you did that, your Muslim uncle. Thank you so much, my dear. I so do appreciate that. that was extremely crafty. I like that. And Epstein's Ghost for $5. Thank you so very much. Good seeing you on my channel. I usually see you when the Dark Council is on. Oh, before I forget, heard from the guys. Dark Council is on hiatus for about a month or so. The guys just had that big huge meetup in New York over the weekend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
How much Krispy Kremes are left?
I have no idea.
None.
That light's never coming back on. New York is having a shortage.
If they did it right, then like Quarter Black said, none. If they did it right, so I think they're just sleeping that off. They had a great meetup. They're all traveling, so they're on hiatus for a few weeks. So I will let you all know when they are back. But yeah, no Dark Council tonight. But Epstein's Ghost says, "Yo, Reina, hello, my dear. Any thoughts on Kenobi?" Oh, shit. I feel it's a show that didn't need to be done. We already saw the rematch that was in A New Hope. Yeah. So
they can only fuck things up. They can only make things worse.
They can only make it worse. I mean,
it's gonna get good.
No, I mean, because we've seen it. We've seen it in A New Hope. We've seen the rematch. So I can't see how they're going to do the show unless it's in like flashbacks and, replaying the rematch in their head or whatever. So I don't, and it's Disney Star Wars. So come on. These are the same people who, granted, I am going to check out the Book of Boba Fett. Bib Fortuna was freaking dead. He was taking a dirt nap in Return of the Jedi. Well, why is he back all of a sudden? Is that his cousin?
What's going on?
I don't know.
He's going to be trained by the vision of Rey Palpatine. And in this story, nobody gives fucks. And it makes no money.
It's just I don't have high hopes for it. It would be nice if I was proven wrong, but like Quarter Black said, it's Disney.
The best bet they should have done is just redo the whole 6 movies. I said 6 for a reason, but only with Ewoks.
The Ewok edition.
Yeah, exactly. Yum yum num num. That's it. The whole time.
Yep.
Hey, Trey Michael and Mr. Tickle Trunks with the space balls. At last, Lord Helmet, we meet for the first time for the last time.
For the last brothers, roommates.
Oh man, let's see. I know I'm totally a Jason Momoa simp. I admit to that wholeheartedly. Yes, Cobra Kai, and I cannot freaking wait. Yep, picks up after Cult of Chucky. Yeah, I can't wait to watch that tonight. Drunk 3PO's Fedora Screamers.
That's the one we were talking about.
Is that the movie?
Yeah.
Look, just look up Screamers. Peter Weller, same guy who played RoboCop. Okay. Yep. Give it a shot. It's a great movie. There's one scene that goes, I gotta smoke this shit to keep the shit in the air out of my lungs. It's so good. They're smoking cigarettes.
What's on I Saw the Devil? Hey, Rogue Disney. I don't think I've seen that movie. Have you guys seen that?
No.
I saw the devil. Hold on.
I Saw the Devil.
I think that was Kathleen Kennedy's interview.
Oh, Aiden.
That would have been her intern probably getting interviewed by her.
Oh, I have not heard of this. Oh, it's TIFF. That's probably I haven't seen it yet. I think it's
foreign films.
Yeah, it's in Contra El Diablo.
I haven't heard. Wait, do we come up with 2 different movies?
I don't know. Is it the one with Kim Ji-woon?
Maybe.
Could be possible.
No, yeah, we got the same one.
Okay. While you guys look, there's 2 member messages. Thank you, Quarter Fat Steven, for putting that in the back for me, because since our StreamYards won't pull it up. So we have 8.
You're Quarter Fat? I'm also Quarter Fat, bro.
Oh, me too.
Quarter Fat brothers.
I have Crisco Core.
There we go.
There you go. Well, Aiken has been a member for 2 months. The Suave Society. Thank you. Says, hey there, Lorena, the darling of YouTube. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Tina Bojan, who has been a member for 11 months. Thank you so very much. Nice. Just glad to be part of the fun. Well, always, my dear. Always, my dear. So glad to see you. And we have Aiken for a $7.99 super sticker, Sheba Dog in combat position. That's the Cobra Kai Shiba Inu dog. I'm calling it right now.
I do have I do have a small share that was related to a previous conversation just to bug Garrett a little bit. I thought you'd find that funny.
Second.
I am the law.
Oh,
there you go. It comes with a black and white variant too.
Oh wow,
for real?
And Bruce Willis is there right now too, from Die Hard.
Dude, I gotta. Is it like a limited time? If they take it away, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Yeah, I think so. It's the second time it's been there. There you go. Another game to play.
That looks awesome.
My gosh. Well, before I forget, hey Kai, how you doing? He says Screamers was pretty awesome. Folks, definitely check out Kai's book, Space Crime Domino, available on Amazon. Please do check it out and sub to his channel. Trey Michael said, did you see the trailer for Scream 5? Yes and no. I stopped myself after the first 20 seconds because I'm doing a reaction video to it. So yeah, I saw it was out. I was like screaming and running around as soon as I found out that the trailer was out for it. I like the Scream franchise. I want to say I dropped off maybe around the third movie, but when I heard they were bringing the original cast back, because Courtney Cox's character is my favorite.
Did they bring her back for the one that came out in like the 2010s? Because there was another one. There was another Scream. It was like Scream 4, I think.
Did they? If it was,
I thought they brought some of the characters back.
I don't think I saw Scream. I'm gonna have to sit down and do like a marathon of all the Scream movies because it's been a while. I know I dropped out near the middle. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. That's gonna be a heck of a lot of fun. Let's see. Marksman of 1117B for $2. Thank you so very much. Says I'm quarter fat and quarter white. What do I win?
Nothing.
I was going to say a bag of Stay Puft marshmallows.
You get nothing.
You'll win some insulin.
Diabetes.
See, the thing about the culture. The one thing of the Chucky series I'm worried about is that we're going to get that, and it's going to turn out being like the Friday 13th TV series we got. Like, there's no Jason through the whole show. Remember that one?
There was a Friday the 13th
series, and it was always focusing on this weird like library or antique store. Tom knows what I'm talking about. It was called Friday the 13th. But
yes,
this is an old show.
I do. It was really old. It was really old. Let's see. Scream 4 has OG cast back too. It was coming on reboots. I can't believe I did not see Scream 4. Something life must have happened, and
didn't it have one of the Culkins in it? Not Macaulay, but one of his brothers, I believe.
I'm blanking on his name. I know exactly who you're talking about.
That just made me go weird. Did you guys hear about they're using Buzz to be a continuation for the new reboot of Home Alone?
Oh, that looks like hot freaking garbage.
Buzz is going to be the cop in this. His brother, the one with this, yeah.
What? Yeah. I just know it's crap. It just I saw the trailer. Why is it everyone's got this quasi somewhat British accent? From what Peter Gilmore told me, the person who plays the mother, it's like she starts out in an Irish accent. That's who it is, Kieran. She starts out in an Irish accent and then winds up with this really, really weird British accent. The kid looks like he can't act his way out of a wet paper bag. And he also has this weird, like, British accent. I would think Home Alone, casting the actors with, like, British accents would be like Harry Potter with actors with American accents. It doesn't...
just wrong.
Doesn't freaking work.
I told you not to knock on the door. I'm using the vacuum.
Ugh.
That was a scary movie. That was a Scream.
Oh, man. But there's like 76 of you folks in here watching. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate it. Had a drop of, I hate Twitter sometimes, but dang it, if it doesn't break stories for me, and it's a trip. So this came across today. Dean Cain blasts DC Comics' new bisexual Superman as bandwagoning.
Oh, yeah. Accurate.
He's not wrong.
I miss Dean Cain. He was a great, like, honestly,
he's not dead.
No, I missed that series. I know, but I love that series. Like, it was great.
Oh yeah, The Adventures of Superman and Lois.
Yeah,
it was so good.
I love that.
Well, if you ever watched any of the current, sorry, I'm trying to swallow my vomit. The Flash series where Iris West from one episode got the powers, it was so bad. But yeah, you looked at how Lois got transferred the powers from Superman one day, and she had to learn all that stuff. It was so much better, and they really. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just fanboying because I miss good Superman.
He's a good Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked him. That series, I watched it from beginning to end.
See, they say Superman's son, yes, but if he is taking the mantle and the title of Superman, then technically
he's basically Superman.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I'm not like a big huge DC fan, but I was told basically, Jonathan Kent took over the role of Superman, so therefore he's Superman.
He is Superman. I mean, in their eyes, they've taken the character of Superman and made him bisexual. It doesn't matter if it's not, Clark Kent or whatever. To them, that's what they've done. They've taken that character and they've recreated him into modern times. Why do they keep doing this? They did that with Robin. They did it with Superman. They did it with Star-Lord, although they did cancel that comic. Hey, what's up, Pastor G? What's up, Pastor G?
He says, you guys are awesome. That's it. Well, thank you, Pastor G. It's been a minute awesome, since I've seen you. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I don't get it. Why? Well,
it's all fan fiction. It's all fan.
Yeah, it's like it's fan fiction. DC Comics is basically in the crapper anyway. Yeah. So I guess it's shock value.
How would you weigh this though? Would you take the bisexual Superman or the two energy Superman they tried to pass way back in the day where Lex Luthor had them made?
The red and the blue.
Yeah, the red and the blue. He was like, I need 3D glasses just to understand how crappy this is. So freaking bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's dumb stuff happens in the comics all the time, so I just not read it.
Does bisexual Superman have a pink, purple, and blue cape?
No, he has a pink-haired boyfriend.
That is true.
He did. Oh my gosh. Soul Assassin, hey, how you doing? To the Phantom Zone with this woke nonsense.
To the Phantom Zone.
Oh, and Andy Masterson says, that's not all he's taking.
Heyo. Heyo.
Oh man, it's no franchise shall go undestroyed. Yeah, I love the fact that Dean Cain actually came out and said something.
Yeah, I mean he's right. It's they say, oh, he's coming out because that's where the characters are. That's where our modern day is, and it's for people that are bisexual to have a character. Like, why? You don't need. If you're bisexual, you can relate to any character. Like, why do you have to take a character like this? And like you said, just make a new character.
But they don't. That's the whole thing, though. They have a wide history of characters that are being put in the back closet that they get turned bisexual now and make it a whole new thing that people can relate to. But what are they doing? They're taking away the ones that everyone know, but they're not having any creativity built on the characters. They're still sitting there going, hi, remember me? I would like to come back. And they don't do it.
Oh, and it's bandwagoning. It came out. They announced it on National Coming Out Day or whatever. So that's all it is. It's not for storytelling. It's not to have a good character. It's to get these clicks. It's to get people going, oh, what? Oh, comic books are a thing still? That's what it is. They're just getting people to talk about it. Otherwise, it's not really a statement.
Nope.
Because it's been done before. You're not breaking any new ground. You're not original. You're just doing it for the clicks. You're gay baiting.
Yeah, that's right, actually.
I wish they'd straight bait at some point.
Oh, it's like they can't do that. They can't do that.
I wish they would good bait.
Fresh new.
That's what they should do. They should good bait. They should make something good.
Is Spider-Gwen still straight?
I doubt it.
Oh, god damn it.
She may not be
Howard
anymore.
the Duck still straight?
He's never been straight. I don't know what you're talking about. He runs all over the place. You can't pin him down.
Well, you have that dude 88 who says, "Let's go, Brandon." Quarterback Garrett, love you and proud of her.
That's
when I first heard about that, I'm like, how do you get "Let's go, Brandon" from that?
The only thing I could say, because just to give the lady the benefit of the doubt, even though she probably did it on purpose. I don't know. Maybe she's on the track. It's loud. There's a big crowd yelling at you. You know, who knows? Maybe you pulled. You're talking to Brandon. He just won. Maybe you just guess. But thank God she did it, because it's a great meme. I love it.
Clearly, you can hear it. It's like, oh, how they're all cheering your name. That's not what I heard.
Unless she didn't turn her hearing aid up or something. I
don't know.
I just don't.
What's up, Nick?
32 flavors of Nick Weiser. How are you doing? Good seeing you. So good seeing you. Oh, but yeah, what else does he say here? It's a bird, it's a plane. So
there he is. See. He has a good art right there with Robin. It's perfect.
It said Robin just came out as bi. Who's really shocked about that?
Hey.
The new Captain America is gay.
Really?
Yeah. During Pride Month, they did that during Pride Month.
Oh, but they had all the different types.
About that one.
Yeah, remember that with all the different, they had.
And think about it. We forgot about it. It's going to go the same way. The comic is going to get canceled. Nobody really cares about it. It's just the big stunt. That's what it is.
What they need to do is like they did Brave and the Bold, but call it Superman, Brave and the Bi, and then you're done.
Brave and
you're done. You got
the beautiful and the brave.
That's too close to the Bold and the Beautiful, which was one of my favorite soap operas to watch back in the day. That was pretty cool. Hey, Jedi Doug says, evening, everyone. And we have Joseph Jernigan who says, sup, how are you doing? We are doing great. Yeah. I love that. So, yeah, he says, my daughter in the TV series Supergirl, where I played the father, was gay. So I don't think it's bold or brave or some crazy new direction. If they'd done this 20 years ago, perhaps that would be bold or brave.
Hey, is he referring to himself in the third person as I am Superman? Or did he actually play the father in Supergirl?
I think did he? I didn't watch Supergirl, so someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Did Dean Cain play the father in Supergirl?
I wasn't paying attention to the script.
I really hope
how good she looked.
Because Supergirl, if that was on the CW, I sure as heck didn't watch it.
Let me see.
Because I didn't watch it on the CW, except for the new Superman and Lois series, which I cannot believe.
I'm not seeing any Dean Cain, so this is great. It's great that he is referring to himself as Superman.
He played Trey Michael says he played the father in Supergirl.
Really?
Nick is saying Dean Cain was Earth Father. Ion is saying he did. Yes, he was. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I wasn't interested in it, so I didn't.
Yeah, he's in it.
I didn't watch it. Okay.
Earth Father.
Oh, hold on, right here. I think there's going to help share the screen. Oh,
yeah,
I think this is right.
You got that?
I think that's him right there. You got it?
Yeah.
And we got this one right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
then
all right.
That one right there.
Well, that's a cool connection.
Oh, look, they're hugging and bloody. Look, it's so family oriented. There he is again. Whoa, he's got chunky. Whoa.
Well, he's 50 for 55. He does not look bad. You can't have them six-pack ass.
You can't be Momoa all the time.
No, he's got the hot dad bod right now. So that's cool. Then Dean got removed because of his political stance. Yeah, if it was a CW, yeah, I can totally see that.
Can't write.
Exactly, Black Superwoman, which brings me to the next thing that Dean Cain said. The actor continued his on-air rant saying Brave would be having him fight for the rights of gay people in Iran, where they will throw you off a building for the offense of being gay.
Right. It's not bold. It's not. You're not breaking ground.
No.
Like this is, they said it's bold new direction. Yeah, because it's the wrong direction. It's not Superman. Like, what is that? Like, you take it. Okay, I'm gonna take a franchise and then go in a bold new direction, which is completely the opposite direction. It's like Star Wars, Star Trek, all this shit. They keep doing it with all the franchises.
I can't even talk about Star Trek without getting bombed again.
The new
you
Ferengi. Didn't watch
you see the Ferengi?
Discovery.
Yeah, it looks like a gremlin had sex
Do
with
you
a
have
Ferengi.
like a turd? That Steven? Because
I have a picture of that. Yeah, I made that was perfect.
It was. I thought they effed up the Klingons bad.
This looks more like a Klingon than it does a Ferengi.
Here, hold on. I got it right. Here.
I could not. I mean, granted, I didn't watch any of Discovery because I saw what the Klingons look like, and I said, if you can't get that right,
that was ridiculous.
At least
I made this as soon as I saw it. It's exactly what it is.
Look at him, man. What is that? He looks like a turd.
Why does he have the Klingon forehead though? That's so weird.
Yeah,
why is the ridges so high?
I have never seen a Ferengi. Never had ridges that high. It was remember it was their lobes.
Yeah,
that was their primary.
This? What if it's actually not full Ferengi, but it's a cross between two species, Ferengi and something else?
But like quarter Klingon.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even give him that. I would not even give him that much credit. I would not give him that much credit. They just basically said, "Yep, nailed it,
got it." The first sculpt. We're going with that.
Why would you put a badge right there on the uniform? It's so weird.
Right in his neck.
Yeah. And a teardrop on his shoulder.
God, they removed the unibrow, uni-ear.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like one piece.
Across the front, because just like I was saying earlier, for the Ferengi, their lobes mess it up every time. Where they, you don't have the lobes for business. That was their whole thing. How big, lobes that you had.
Yeah, they got all the feelings in it.
Yeah, it's a central part of their body. They loved having their lobes rubbed. You can do it a certain way, and that's why you always saw Quark going, just rub it a little. Don't make eye contact. Right there, get the Q-tip. I'm going in. I'm done.
A Klingarangi.
It's a Romulangi.
It's a Klingaromulangi.
Not even the nose is messed up too. It looks like if you look at it, it looks like the creature of the Black Lagoon, the top part of the mask attached to weird ears. If you actually look at it, you can see it.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking.
Oh, they were not thinking. It's
what? This is what happens when you get people who just suck at the art of makeup, of special effects makeup, because that special effects makeup, it's such a specialty.
I feel like this is a director problem, because the director should have saw it and went, okay, well, let's try and tweak it a little bit, get it a little closer to the Ferengi. We could still update it a little bit, but let's get it a little closer.
This is definitely peak nerd right now.
Nerd right now.
We're pulling up Ferengis, talking about Klingons and shit. But that's what I think it was. It's a direction issue.
Forbidden Ruin and CJ are saying the same thing. 25% different, so they don't have to pay royalties.
That has been the rule.
So
far.
If you're going to do it 25% different, can you do it 25% different so it doesn't suck?
Yeah, in a good direction.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make it 25%, different, perhaps changing the teeth somewhat, perhaps the nose structure a little bit. But
that's another thing. The teeth. He didn't have pointy teeth. He has like regular human teeth.
Yeah. It's like I can get that, but I can't see you completely removing the distinctive Ferengi ridge and lobes. That's I think if they would have kept that and messed around with the other stuff for 25%, I don't think anybody would have blinked. It's like, yeah, that's a Ferengi.
The rules of acquisition do not apply to this thing at all.
Oh, we've hit nerd lambda.
There's no hope for Star Trek. That's sad.
No. Black pilled on Star Trek as well.
Yeah.
I haven't decided if I'm going to subject myself to watching season 2 of Picard.
Well, let's not even.
I've not watched any of it. I can't.
Well, let's remember Lower Decks, right? Remember how everyone was criticizing that one scene where it's like the half nude scene, the spread eagle. That's where Star Trek has gone.
Did you see that, Quarterback?
I saw the pictures.
Yeah. That's how far Trek has fallen. In space with sonar. That's how far.
Orville is the real Trek. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
If you haven't watched Orville, you need to go watch it.
March 2022. Season 3 of the Orville is coming back. I'm so
me and my kids are waiting for that.
Oh, I cannot freaking wait for that. That's what I needed to cleanse my palate of season 1 of Picard. So Kai's saying, why did you even watch season 1? You know what? I did not watch Star Trek Discovery. I heard crap things about it. I didn't watch it. Picard was one of my favorite characters. So I'm like, okay, this could be a pretty cool show. Picard, the most interesting man in Starfleet. We see what he's been up to, who he still got beef with, who he's mentoring, just that type of thing. And even if he goes back, well, I remember when I did, this sort of mission and this is what happened and I screwed this up, but you know what, I'm going to make it right now. But that was what I was expecting to see, and I didn't get that in season 1, and I just kept watching thinking it was going to get better, and it didn't.
So there's the 2 Picards, right? There's the show Picard where he's thoughtful and thinks through his steps and his plans, and he's very very tactful. And then there's the movie Picard where he's like, I shoot lasers and kill things, and things explode. And they took that one and made the show off of that Picard, which was the wrong choice.
They could have used that one, but they could have used, remember the whole scene, I think it was Tapestry, where Q gave him the second chance at life. What if they try to play it off and it's actually the Picard with the blue uniform who finally made captain after not being a little weak, a little simp?
Yeah.
Doubtful.
It would make a lot of sense, though.
Yeah.
Thank you. That would, because I did notice, like you were saying, Quarterback, the difference between Picard in the movies and Picard in the series. It's like they I want to say they kind of like did a Bruce Willis on him for the movies. They tried to make him into like this big like action hero, and that wasn't him. Picard was more pensive, more thoughtful,
but
with his actions. I mean, he could be that guy if necessary, but that wasn't like the first thing that he went to.
Yeah. But what if the whole evolution of Picard and how he's become more of an quote action hero is because of how he interacted with Shatner in Generations? Maybe Kirk actually inspired him to be a little bit more forthgoing. That's why we only see it in the films and not the series.
Generations sucked though.
Which one?
But it was Shatner.
Oh, Generation. Yeah, that did suck.
Yeah, it was not good.
That no, I don't even.
All the film TNGs are not very good.
I don't even remember why I saw it. I think I got the script in advance for crap. Which one was the one with Zephram Cochrane?
First Contact.
Yeah, I got the script for First Contact, and I read that in advance, and I'm just kind of like, okay, a little better than Generations, but for real, y'all filmed this?
I'm sorry, the French acting.
This is a real script. I said, and it was, because I got it. Well, statute of limitations. I got it from somebody at Paramount.
Oh,
that
got connection.
That got it to me. Because at the time I was running a Star Trek fan club for Avery Brooks, so I was getting all kinds of stuff from Paramount and stuff. So they gave me the script, and I'm just like, this freaking sucks.
You're like, it sucks. I don't want to be in a fan club anymore. This sucks.
I'm like, I'm glad Deep Space Nine isn't in any of this crap, because it was not. No.
And then Nemesis is just.
I can't watch Nemesis. The only time oh my god.
Tom Hardy's worst film, I gotta say.
It was horrible. Nemesis was just freaking.
And the only thing I feel sorry for is Data. Data's the only thing I feel sorry for in that movie, because his self-sacrifice has turned Picard up to.
I know.
Oh my god! And they put him in a Matrix.
Thank you so very much. We have trading photos, videos of live events, and more for subscribing. Thank you so very much. Before I forget, because there's 2 things. Oh Lord, I'm going to have fun on Twitter.
I am afraid. Hold on.
Later on. Your Muslim uncle says the Reina Creole, that wasn't Iran, that was the ISIS Caliphate. Iran can execute for homosexuality, but the wiki didn't give examples since 1979. Okay.
I guess they never happened then if it's not on the wiki. Because, you know.
Wikipedia. Wiki. Yeah.
Super factual.
They have to.
He's right. It's actually good. Supposedly they said Galaxy Quest did meet black Klingons before Discovery. Yeah, they're actually just showing something in the crowd for
Galaxy Quest was a cool ass movie.
I love Galaxy Quest. I just watched it not too long ago.
I did. I love that. So Gary hasn't done a Picard review. Well, that kind of
still waiting.
That kind of really scares me a whole lot. Data had a kid. How? He created one.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch, I think was it The Gift? I think it was an episode of TNG.
I'm not good at remembering the names.
I think it was The Gift, where Data basically created a positronic brain and created a daughter named Lal, because it was this big like kerfuffle. They were like kind of
like, is she this? We went through the whole what makes a man kind of thing. Like it Data is his own person, but what is this? Is this a creation? Is it actually like a daughter? What do we classify it as? Is it Starfleet's property? The whole thing kind of came back up. That was a good episode. I like that.
It was really good, especially considering that she was more advanced than Data.
Yeah.
And Data was, in a way, learning to be more human because there was his offspring and he was saying things, he finds himself relearning things as Lal is learning things. And she's like she was exhibiting real feelings, like fear, when Starfleet was coming after her. So yes, he did, and Star Trek Picard pretty much freaking ignored that whole thing.
Don't you love it?
I think that was when I started picking stuff up and throwing it.
Yeah,
and told.
I'm glad I never watched.
Yes, I said I'm going to cancel my Paramount, my CBS All Access. Oh wait, don't cancel. We'll give it to you for free. All right, I should have said no.
Just stick with anime. Go to things like you got like Space Dandy, My Hero Academia.
I should have said no. I mean, I do because I am getting back into anime, but at the same time, you really do have to eventually dip into this stuff to call out this BS for what it is. Because if I'm going to throw shade, you're right. It is. Yeah. It's just like, do you go into this thing where it's gonna waste your time? Or do you ignore it? Because I'm of the thought where if I'm going to throw shade on something, I need to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So if it's something that's worth me watching, just so if people try to say, well, did you watch it? Yes, I did freaking watch it. Yeah. And, go point by point. But it is a balancing act between stuff that no longer interests you and stuff that, that you want to sit down and watch. Like there's so much freaking anime that I'm watching. I'm never gonna freaking get to watch all of it. There's manga that I'm into. It's tons of it. It's tons of it. And it's so disheartening in a way to go from, remember when there used to be so much stuff out there that we wanted to watch, and it's like, I'm never going to have enough time to watch it all. But that's okay, because one day, I will, because you enjoy it. Now it's just like,
everything sucks.
I don't think
that's why you go back to things. We got like Sequest DSV. You can rewatch Invincible, Babylon 5. You got the original Batman 66. If you want to go down, there's so much out there that you can just rewatch. Yeah. And you know what? Those hours are better spent, and you'll be in a better mood.
Yeah,
you will.
But like the content creating side of it, like you were saying, like it's like, do I want to waste my time and watch stuff that I know I'm not gonna like, so I can shit talk it? I think the way I like to think about it is, if I watch it, I support Disney or whatever it is, and then I tell somebody, I make a video, hopefully that'll negate my watching it. It'll tell at least 2 people not to watch it, and they won't watch it, so then it'll like undo my one purchase of whatever it is. Then I can pass the word around of like, don't watch this crap, you know. So
that's like with the that was like with Batwoman. I saw one episode and I have never been so pissed off and frustrated. And I think that was probably the highest viewed standalone video that I have on my channel. I'm like, you guys, bless your heart. Stand on it.
They're like, watch more, watch more.
They're like, we want to watch you freak out more because I was just not happy through that whole thing. And I'm just like ripping it, apart. And I'm just like, I've never been so... because usually there's shows where you watch and there's at least one or two dud episodes, which are like, okay, they
like every single, the whole thing is a dud.
Yeah, I know. And it's the whole thing. And it's just like,
Jay Longbone does really great videos on this.
Oh yeah, I lived through hers.
I love her videos. They're so funny.
I watched the first season of her reviews for that. And I'm like, okay, maybe I can do Batwoman season 2. And then realize I can't. I said, I can't do it. To be funny, I might try with episode 1 of season 3.
just to get a pickup, you watch the first episode and then another first episode.
Watch the first one and then I'll be like, oh, okay. Yeah. No love for Az. Oh, Shoom, I have much love for Az. Az has been on my channel.
He does great videos on Batwoman as well.
A couple of times. Yeah, I watch his. I had to stop doing review because people were asking. They're like, oh, I can't wait to see Az's reaction and Reina's reaction. I said, God bless Az, because I can't.
You're like, I can't be connected because now you're gonna expect me to watch the shows. I can't. I
can't. I said I can't. I cannot freaking watch it. And one of the reasons that I could not keep watching it was I couldn't stand the freaking woke nonsense that they had, in there between them trying to rip off a scene from the Joker movie and doing it badly, to monologues and platitudes and stuff that freaking didn't make sense. I said, no, no, I'm going to start drinking. Okay. Yeah, I'm out. I'm going to be a fun show. Like, this up. Oh, he is. I thought he just did a video recently.
They were doing the Real BBC.
That's what
they might still be doing it. I'm not sure.
That's what I thought. I thought they had the Real BBC with them today. Yeah, as Etep and I are watching Batwoman, so you don't have to. Yeah, when I had Etep on my show, I said, "Good, you can watch Batwoman for me," but I'm probably gonna dip into the first episode of season 3 just to freaking say that I did it. I will. You want to know why? Because just the reaction, just to reassure people, oh yeah, that show still sucks.
Just like double check. Yep, yeah, it's still bad.
That is one where I will admit I'm doing it for the clicks.
I did that. I did a hate watch of Cinderella with my Discord, where we took the new Cinderella and we just kind of skipped through and watched it. It is horrible, by the way. It is the worst. I thought I was like, maybe I'll do like a review or something, and I was just like, this is so bad. I don't even know what to say. It is the worst thing I think I've ever seen.
It's crap.
But I don't know how to like quantify that into just.
But you do this.
It just doesn't work because we didn't see it. It was funny because I had Babe the Menace on my channel, which will be on my channel tomorrow night, actually at 5 p.m. We were talking about that and we were just ripping for like a half hour on how bad it was and how, so Billy Porter hired like singers. Like a cone, traffic cone. He does. A blinged out traffic cone. That's we got it from.
I actually thought he was the best part of the movie. The whole time I was watching it, I was like, I hate Cinderella. I hate every character. I hate the prince. I hate all this. And then he was actually kind of funny.
Oh my God. Oh,
the best way to do it is this way. You open up with your intro when you're doing content. It goes, my review of episode of Batwoman, then just fade to black.
Yeah, that's
it. Yes, Lime Barchetta as did have a death in the family. I didn't want to bring that up, but since you brought that up, yes, he did. So please do keep him and his family.
Well wishes to Az. I love Az.
Absolutely,
he's my man.
Az is a hoot. I got to get him back on channel. Probably when a Batwoman airs back on it.
Oh, no.
We could talk about the first episode and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. The first episode. And it's like, dude, God bless you. You can go ahead and and do that. Who dates a prince but doesn't want to be a princess? Is this Meghan Sparkle story?
I know, what the hell was the ending of that? They were like, the king gives his throne over to his daughter, but he's not even dead yet. Pierce Brosnan is not dead. He just gives his throne over to his daughter. And then
after they reject it,
they
rejected it. Yeah, they rejected it just so they can live a happy life, so she can be a seamstress. That's about it.
Oh, hell to the no. If I was a legit princess, I wouldn't be doing a freaking thing except doing my appearances like the queen asked me to. And I'd be happy. Exactly. I'd be happy. Shoot.
We're in the renaissance of reboots, remakes, and failures, and they're all the same.
It's more like the Dark Ages.
I don't know. At least Dark Ages had some fun spells. This doesn't even have fun spells.
So I will say one of the things that I am really looking forward to is the Black Friday Blu-ray sales that they have at Amazon. Why? Because I get the load up on physical media of all the the movies and the shows that I that I like watching from from back in the day. So it seems like between that and content that you find on YouTube, it's like I actually like watching that, that type of stuff. There's so big of a catalog of really good stuff from like back in the day that you really do not have to watch.
No. You never have to watch anything new.
No.
There's so much stuff. I'm watching the Norm show because Norm Macdonald, whatever. He passed away.
Yeah.
And I've been watching a lot of his stuff. And then I went back to watch his sitcom that he had in the 90s, like 99, I want to say. And I'm enjoying that. It's a good nostalgia like romp going back into the 90s. That kind of right over the 2000s area. And it's a great show.
If you have a chance, watch the Mike Tyson Mysteries because he does the voice of the pigeon.
What?
So picture Mike Tyson in Scooby-Doo style solving mysteries, and Norm Macdonald actually voices this over-sexualized toxic pigeon.
That's just too freaking much. Well, as usual, folks, time just flies.
It does
so fast on this show. So hopefully, if you have time, Quarterback, we'd love to have you back on the
anytime. Just let me know.
Love to have you back on the show. So, folks, please do subscribe to Quarterback. You can subscribe to his YouTube channel. You can follow him over on Twitter, and you can also follow him over on Instagram as well. And hang on, Epstein's goes for another $2. Thank you so very much. Yes, get Az. He's a cool chap. Yes, I'll have to get Az on the show and then show him yet some more Southern food delicacies that he can drool at, because we talk about Southern food.
Never had a burrito. That's crazy to me.
He never had a burrito?
He's never had a burrito.
Well, he's over in the UK.
You gotta have a burrito, man.
Mexican food isn't really something they do, but yeah, he's got a burrito. He just does. Okay, folks. Well, thank you so very much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for being in the chat. All the the super chats, the subscribers, all of that. Love it. Thanks so much again, Quarterback, for being on the show. And
thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Please do hit that like button and share, the stream if you're watching the replay. Thank you so much for watching the replay. So with that said, folks, take care, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Take it easy. This stream was sponsored by Creativity, because Paramount Plus got none.